All right, everybody, we're live right here at 3650 Alabama at Jack Yates, y'all. This is the baseball field, y'all. This is what, first of all, let me introduce myself. I'm Robert Booley Williams, and I am the historian for the Jack Yates National Alumni Association. And I want some of you guys to join in. But before y'all join, let's see what we can do. We need your help and your support. So if you can join the JYNAA, help get this thing started, because this is me being the historian of the Jack Yates National Alumni Association. I have a dream. Martin Luther King had a dream. Why can't I, Boo Lee, have a dream? And my dream is to make sure that we can get this beautiful baseball stadium, or this baseball field, named after Andrew Patterson. You know, they already got the football field named after George Floyd and the Houston Texans. Now we call upon the Houston Astros and Jim Crane and the organization of the Houston Astros to help put down some kind of field for the Jack Yates baseball team, and make sure that we name this baseball field after Andrew Patterson. And we also got a girls softball team. And what we need the Astros to do, and Jim Crane, the owner of the Astros, to come out here just like Cal McNair came out here and donated that turf from the Houston Texans. Now it's time for the Astros to step up to the pump. And I know they don't mind doing it, because I seen what they did out there in Acres Home with Sylvester Turner Park. And I know Mr. Crane wouldn't mind helping this Jack Yates baseball team, because the Major League do not have that many African Americans on the roster in the Major Leagues now. So we got to get blacks involved with baseball again, because we were raised up with baseball. Willie Mays, Hank Aaron, Jackie Robinson. Jackie Robinson, the one opened the Color Barons. And that happened in baseball, not football, not basketball, but baseball. We was raised up with Willie Mays, Hank Aaron, Frank Robinson, all of these great players, that Bob Gibson, all of these great players in the Major League, black African American. But now we are a minority in baseball, because all our young black youth are going playing basketball, and the rest of them are playing football. We need to bring baseball back into our black community. And we're begging and asking Jim Crane, the owner of the Houston Texans, my bad, of the Houston Astros, because McNair have already donated a turf. Now look at, I want to take pictures of this baseball field and let you see how bad we need Jim Crane to come out here and help us here in Houston, Jack Yates. Because this is a magnificent park that we have here, and we want to name this baseball field after Andrew Patterson, because after all, he did play baseball for the Negro League. He couldn't play for the Major League because they wasn't even accepting blacks during the time that Andrew Patterson played baseball. And he was an all-star for the Negro League. And he was the coach here at Jack Yates. He is the only coach in HISD in the state of Texas have won a triple crown: baseball, football, and basketball in 1949. This man deserved to have this field named after him. And they got a girls softball field and a boys baseball field here. And we're going to show you the shots of this magnificent baseball diamond. And God knows it needs to be done. Look at it. I'm going to let you look at it, so that Jim Crane or somebody from the Houston Astros organization can help old Jack Yates and they baseball diamond out here at 3650 Alabama. We know the Houston Texans have stepped up to the pump with Cal McNair. Now we're asking for Mr. Jim Crane and the Houston Astros organization to step up to the pump and make this a beautiful baseball field like they got over there at University of Houston. And I will show you that we need it. And this is the baseball field here. And I'm standing right here at shortstop. This is the infield. And they got grass. They got more grass on the infield than they got on the outfield, y'all. You know, that's sad. But we need a help. HISD cannot help us. Bel Air got a professional baseball field out there in Bel Air. It's not even on the campus. But you know what? HISD didn't do it. It was the Bel Air alumni. And the city of Bel Air put that together. And let's face it, y'all, we're not going to put no money in the Yates. No. So we expect people like the Houston Astros to help us. It's sad, but it's true. And it's so sad because here it is, this baseball diamond look like something you go out there and play in a prayer. The only thing that make you realize it's a baseball diamond is that they got a scoreboard out here. They got no bleachers, nothing. They got no lights, nothing. And I will show you this baseball field. And also the girls softball field. And we need to be, as long as I'm trying to be on the Jack Yates and I'm part of the Jack Yates National Alumni Association and historian, I want to make sure that we get this baseball diamond named after Patterson. We need that tennis court named after Doc Evans. We need that aquarium swimming pool named after Raymond Daniels. We need that auditorium. We need that named after William Holland. It's a doggone shame that Phyllis Wheatley got something over there with Dr. Caldwell's name on it, and here Jack Yates ain't got a goddamn thing with William Holland's name on it. Ain't even got a goddamn thing with Pat Patterson's name on it. But now they got something with George Floyd's name on it. What's wrong with that picture, y'all? And it's going, and until we step up to the pump and start opening our mouth, still sitting on our butt complaining about every doggone thing, ain't a doggone thing gonna change. I'm telling you how it is. Now let's go and see this new baseball diamond that we're trying to get the Houston Astros to help HISD and Jack Yates put together so we can get some more blacks into the major leagues. This is the pitcher's mound right here. And over there, that's the catcher's mound. And as we move on around, this right here that you're looking at is first base. Now look at this infield, y'all. Do this look like an infield? Do it look like something you see out in the prayer? Look at this. It's pathetic, y'all. That's first base over there that you're looking at. Here's shortstop right here. All right. And then as I go over here, this is second base. Look at this damn infield, y'all. I ain't never seen an infield like this. It's more grass on the infield than it is on the outfield, y'all. It's sad. And we need help, Mr. Jim Crane of the Houston Astros. We need help. And as you can see, right over here is third base. And right over there is the girls softball team. Let me zoom in so you'll see. Right over there is the girls softball team. And that will be named Andrew Pat Patterson baseball field. Both of them, the girls and the boys. And then right over there is the scoreboard that would bear the Houston Astros and the Jack Yates, and also let them know this is Andrew Pat Patterson baseball field, girls and boys. And all of this is part of the Jack Yates. And right over here is right field. That's right field over there. Center field right there. And as we go right on the side of right here on the corner of Cleburne and Sampson is the left field. And right over here next to the baseball diamond, y'all, so for some of you people who live out of town and don't know how the 3650 Alabama Jack Yates look, and right over here is the tennis court. And right over here, this tennis court needs to be named after Doc Evans and Georgia Harris. It needs to be named as Evan Harris Tennis Court. Even though it ain't got but 2 nets. One of them need to be named after Coach Edward Evans Jr. and the other on the other end need to be named after Georgia Harris. And me being part of the Jack Yates historian part of Jack Yates historian on the executive board, these are the things I'm pushing forward for us to try to name. Since we're naming things like after George Floyd, we might as well name things that people who did some things to help Jack Yates become the school that they are, and the people who put some work into Jack Yates, such as Doc Evans, Georgia Harris on the tennis court, Mr. Raymond Daniels on the aquarium, and Pat Patterson on the baseball diamonds, and Mr. William Holland in the auditorium. This is what I'm pushing for, to make sure that we can keep our Jack Yates legacy going on. All right, everybody. I made my point out. I let you know what we're trying to do for the future of Jack Yates, 3650 Alabama. And right now we are right here in the baseball diamond of Andrew Pat Patterson. This is what we want to name this baseball diamond after, Andrew Pat Patterson. And all of this is part of 3650 Alabama. And we want to get the Houston Astros to help put this infield together, along with putting up some bleachers out here so some of people can support the baseball team. And we will support it when we see somebody else putting some money into it. But as long as ain't nobody putting no money into it, ain't nobody gonna support it, y'all. I'm just telling you how to call that the cabbage. All right, everybody, this is the girls softball team field, y'all. This is Bel Air girls softball field that you're looking at. And it's nice. And like I say, the Bel Air alumni, along with the city of Bel Air, put up money, and HISD matched the money. Now, if the people from Yates can put up the money, HISD will match the money. But we got to put up money, and we got to shut up and put up. If you want Jack Yates to look like this, y'all.